Under the Biden administration, thousands of criminals enter the United States illegally, and many of them continue killing and raping American women. We saw it with the rape and murder of Lincoln Valley, a nursing student who was raped and murdered by a Venezuelan illegal alien. And this month, we see it with the senseless killing of Camillia Williams, a lovely grandmother in the state of Georgia. Camillia Williams was found dead in the woods, brutally strangled and hidden behind the bushes. It was a senseless random act, and the suspect, a 21-year-old Honduran national who crossed the border illegally in 2021. And then in 2023, he was ordered to be deported out of the United States. But guess what? Under the Biden administrations, that never happened. Now he's facing felony murder and aggravated assault charges. But Camillia is dead, and I think this is why the American public has to get behind President Donald Trump's initiative to deport illegal aliens as fast and efficiently as possible.
He was subject to deportation in 2023 under the Biden administration, but he murdered a grandmother. It was no cause to do this. Obviously, there's never a cause, but it was a random attack, and he was going to get away with it before the Trump administration. And
People are outraged. Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is calling for the death penalty. She is saying, "We are mourning the tragic and complete avoidable murder because of Democrats' open border and cartel-first policies. Deportation is not enough. Give him the death penalty." The Williams family is demanding that the suspect be tried in the United States so that justice can be served.
We want to be there for his trial. I think he needs to pay for what he did. I don't think he needs to be turned over to Homeland Security and sent back to his country.
But the bigger issue here is how many more violent criminals are still out there because of Biden's weak immigration policies.
Camillia's brother, Tony Williams, also speaking out, saying this wouldn't have happened if immigration laws were being enforced properly during the previous White House administration.
ICE is overwhelmed. They are trying to track down and deport criminals who should have never been allowed to stay in the first place. ICE needs everyone's cooperation, but in many cases, they are not getting the help that they need. There are many Democrats who are putting all kinds of roadblocks on the labor of ICE. There are sanctuary cities such as Chicago, New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Boston who seem that they care more about the due process of criminals than over the welfare of their own citizens.
We stand with immigrants. You belong here. Somos una ciudad de inmigrantes. Boston doesn't back down. We may not always agree or see eye to eye, but at the end of the day, we are a family. If you come for one of us, you will get all of us.
Recently, President Trump signed the Lincoln Valley Act, which requires undocumented immigrants who commit certain crimes to be detained and deported immediately.
It's an issue President Donald Trump campaigned on. In January, he signed the Laken Riley Act into law, requiring undocumented migrants who commit certain crimes to be detained and deported by Homeland Security. It's named after the nursing student who was killed by a Venezuelan national while running on the University of Georgia's campus last year.
If the United States wants to keep a safe country, they need to take real action. They need to, first of all, find and deport all criminals who have entered the United States illegally. And secondly, they need to shut down the flow of illegal immigration completely.
Do they have any due process at all?
Due process. What was Laken Riley's due process?
The tragic luck of Camillia Williams should be a wake-up call for everyone. If people don't demand a stronger border security, more innocent life will be lost. Let me know what you think in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Until soon. Peace.